A local nonprofit exists to eliminate animal suffering and to engage the entire community in welfare and well-being of animals. They accomplish this by advancing model programs to promote the adoption of healthy animals, prevent dog and cat overpopulation, provide veterinary medical services for animals in the community, and keep animals in homes through relinquishment intervention strategies. Their story and programs are coming up next on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Jeremy Morady, and with me today are two special guests from, well, you guys are really kind of our regulars now. So we have,
Florida.
Yeah, SPCA Florida. So Shelly Thayer, who's the Executive Director for SPCA Florida, and also Randa Richter, who's the Marketing and Event Manager.
Hello.
Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank
Again.
you. Again. Good
Happy
to see
New
you.
Year.
Same to you. Same to you.
And it's going to be a big one for you guys.
We are excited. We have a lot of things planned for this new year.
And it's the 40th anniversary, too, of SPCA Florida.
Yes, 40 years of saving lives, and we're excited to save, more for 40 more years, hopefully.
Well, can you guys kind of get into a little bit in, I guess, recap 40 years might be the appropriate way to kind of kick it off?
Well, I've only been here 6 months, but I've learned a lot, and I'm involved in a lot right now with what our plans are for this year. It's really special, and SPCA Florida started as a grassroots effort, like many organizations, with just a few people who care and brought these animals into their home. And back then, they told me that they adopted them out in front of Publix grocery stores, and that was their adoption center. Thank you, Publix. and from there, it's grown to the campus that it is today. And this year, in celebration of 40 years, we are making just some spectacular moves. We're working to save an additional 4,000 lives. I guess that's 4000, more than we've ever done before. Working with animal services, working with our local veterinarians. So we're focusing part of our efforts on the community and the people in the community, and then part of our efforts, of course, on the animals. So it's really the animals and the people who love them. So that's our main focus.
You trained her to do that, didn't you?
That was right on cue, right? So yes, you want to tell them about this little
let's
girl,
introduce
or?
her a little
Sure.
bit.
So this is Jasmine. She's a 4 to 5 month old brown tabby mix. She's short hair. She came to us with a litter of her siblings. They had a litter and they surrendered them to us, and she's the last in the litter to get adopted.
Oh, wow.
She's so laid back.
Very lovable.
I can tell.
Very lovable. She was just making biscuits here for us a while ago. Very comfortable here. Would like to stay. Just maybe. But this is a good cat to bring today, because one of the animals that is at most risk in Polk County, because of all of our farmland and so forth, are kittens and cats. Mother cats and so forth. So we are going to work very diligently this year to save them all. And what that means is people with moms and kittens, we're going to ask them to bring them to us. We're looking for additional support. We're buying additional cages and so forth to really make a difference for these guys. We're also focusing on the dogs as well, and we can tell you a little bit more about that. But certainly for kittens, we were talking earlier about education and the need for education, because when people bring us kittens, we want them to bring the mom as well, because otherwise she just has to endure having litter after litter. And again, that's very high risk for these guys, because most of them don't make it off the streets and into a shelter. So we really want to make a difference. These are our animals, and we're responsible for them. So, and then we're helping the dogs. You want to talk about the dogs as well?
So we're going to also focus on, in addition to the kittens, the bully breeds, and focus on getting them out into other states. And we're talking with other shelters up north and some private pilots to hopefully get them sent out as well, to help the county out with the bully breed situation.
Now, when you talk about the bully breed situation, for the folks that might not know, can you give us a little bit of background?
What they are?
Yes.
Everything. No. So it can range from shepherds to pits to staffies to chows to huskies.
The big guys.
To chihuahuas? No.
Ankle biters.
Yes, the ankle biters. So anything that would be considered a bully breed in Polk County, We do adopt them out at SPCA Florida, but we can't adopt all of them out. There's just way too many of them. So we're talking with other shelters up north that are very interested in helping us out to save them.
Okay. And you guys develop a network for that to get them out and.
Absolutely. It's a team effort between the other shelters, rescues, these wonderful pilots for Paws. So we're going to do a nice effort between everyone to get these guys up there. In addition to kittens, we are talking with shelters in Minnesota that are looking to take quite a few of our kittens, plus some in Buffalo, New York.
Okay. Now you guys have made quite the inroads in the last few years, especially with the cats and the kittens in different areas. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Go ahead.
Well, as far as as far as helping them, I think this year you're going to see us helping them even more. Like I said, the kittens, we're going to try to save them all this year. That's a huge commitment. That's it's almost like kind of scary to say on air because then it's committed. But we've been meeting. A core group of us within the campus have been meeting for about 3 weeks now, planning how are we going to make this happen. So we're going to be sitting down with Animal Services and other organizations. I've been meeting with as many veterinarians as I can. So far, everybody that I've met with has agreed to help us with the kitten situation. We're going to have a couple big adoption events this year. And then there's also the side of helping the people who have the pets. The part that is so critical to people who can't afford traditional veterinary care. And that means they may be on a senior or on a limited income and so forth. So the word that we're saying to everyone, our other local veterinary shelters and so forth, or clinics and hospitals, is that we'll take your poor. So what we're offering this year, we started out with a couple of nice grants that are helping us and some people, individuals who believe that this is really important. And they've given us some funds to use to help those people that can't afford care. So if their dog or cat has been hit by a car or is blocked or something that's happened that they really need help and they don't have the funds to get it done, the choice right now is to euthanize their animal, and in some case that's their only family member. So that's very hard on them. This might be all the support they have, and so that's a very difficult decision for them, or just to turn them over to Animal Services or let them go or whatever. We want to keep those people with their animals, and so we're going to be helping them. And this is the word we're getting out to all our veterinary clinics, that if they have people who come in and they cannot afford care and they have tried to get care credit, some kind of credit, and they've been turned down, then we want them to call us this year. And we're going to do everything in our power to keep those funds available for our community, everyone in Polk County. So I think that's one of the big things that we are doing, and to celebrate our 40th year anniversary, is to give more heart back to the community.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, that's wonderful to hear. And going to help so many people, because it can really get expensive, in caring for animals. I mean, they're almost like children.
Yes,
they are children.
This
they
little
just have 4 legs.
Yes.
That's right. This little guy was about $150 to spay and neuter and give him his vaccines, and they have to have vaccines up until 20 weeks when they get their rabies and so forth. So I think the idea of taking on like at least an additional $200 to $500 a month is pretty amazing. Yep. So we just lots of inventive thoughts, and plus we're trying to help the heartworm dogs too. It's a big need for learning more about heartworm education, heartworm preventative preventions, because those animals also are euthanized, and so we've doubled our budget this year, hanging on as best we can, and looking for additional funds to help these animals as well, because it affects the young, the old, the large, the small, everyone. So we want to save as many of those, and they're always so sweet. So we want to save those dogs as well.
Well, I know you guys always plan for things coming up like this and wanting to get the word out. For folks wanting to learn about where they can go, what they can do. To volunteer, to foster.
We need fosters.
Come in and get help for their animals, and take advantage of some of these wonderful programs. What can they do?
Well, they can either come directly to campus on South Brannan Road, or they can go to our website. If you're looking to foster, you can fill out the foster application on the website, as well as volunteering. You can go to the volunteer page, fill out the application. The applications are sent directly to either the foster coordinator or the volunteer coordinator, and then they reach out to the people that are interested. And so either going through the volunteer training program, then you can volunteer on campus, volunteer off campus. If you just want to foster and take care of, help us take care of these extra 500 kittens, talk to Nicole. She will go through the process, and we give the fosters everything they need to foster: food, water, litter. If they need medicine, we give you all of the supplies for that.
Even a cage, if you need a cage to keep them in. It just takes an extra bedroom or a bathroom or wherever there's a space, because their other option is not to be here at all.
Right.
So we're really going to need help from the community this year. So I think that saying yes, foster care, we're going to need people to care for them. We're ordering these extra rolling little cages that they can go in as a family, so that they have room and can be comfortable, and we're looking for volunteers to help clean and feed them.
Care for them.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more than our staff can handle. As hard as they work, there's going to be more.
We're going to try.
We can handle. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in.
Absolutely.
I think she fell asleep.
Oh, boy.
But say goodbye.
She looks comfortable.
She's very comfortable.
Well, thank you so much for bringing her in. And she is available for adoption.
She is. She is
And
available
so
for
are
adoption.
many others.
And her name is Jasmine.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Founded in 1979, SPCA Florida is a 501c3 nonprofit organization headquartered in Lakeland. Dedicated to improving the lives of pets and people in the community, SPCA Florida provides caring, compassion, and hope to more than 4,000 homeless animals entering their doors each year. Open to the public, the McClurg Animal Medical Center is a state-of-the-art veterinary facility that heals and helps 50,000 patients annually. Thousands more pets and people are served through their community outreach and education programs. SPCA Florida is celebrating 40 years in the Polk County community with new goals and programs. For more information, you can give them a call at 863-577-4608 or look them up on the web at www.spcaflorida.org.